Hello and welcome to another GMIT library tutorial. In this short video we're going to show you how to access, search and edit our reading lists. When you click on the Reading Lists button from the library homepage, you will be brought to the Reading Lists homepage, and here you can do a search or you can browse. So the search button is at the top right of this page, and when you key a search word it will bring up all the lists that contain that particular word. So we try to search for physiology here, and we're linked into the human physiology module. For students, please ensure that your course code is at the top of the correct module. And then when you click on any of the books that are on that list, it will bring you, if they're available in the library, straight into the record from our library catalogue. You also have the option to browse key links by hierarchies and departments. So it's laid out as the campus is the upper hierarchy element, and then under each campus we have all of the departments within. So when you click on any department, you will be brought up with the list of lists or of courses. So each of these courses has a list attached, a reading list. So again, double check your course code, and also you'll see there are the Learn Online codes there as well. So if you're sure this is the correct one, then you can check the items on the list to see, and if you want to check them out from the library, when they link into the library, you can check their availability at the bottom. So you see in this case, this one is located in GMIT Galway on the general shelves. So that was it for searching and browsing the reading list, and that's available for all staff and students, that search interface. But for staff to set up a reading list, you will need to be set up as a user. So the library will need to set you up with the login, and the login then will be your @GMIT email address for that. So when you can log in, you'll see you have these additional options here on the left hand side. The login button is on the left hand side. So you will be brought to the hierarchy page firstly, and there you will need to choose which campus you are going to be adding a list for. So to add a list for a specific campus, in this case GMIT Galway, you can do the drop down and then choose which department you're going to be adding your list under. Once you select the department, click on the green pen icon over on the right hand side, and you will see this option will expand into, do you want to add a child unit or do you want to add a list? And you will be choosing list in this case. This pop-up box will appear then where you key the name of the list, so this is the name of the module, and put the module code beside that. And then in the course identifier, it will need to have your email if you're the owner on Moodle, and then the course record number from Moodle, so the 5 number. The other fields then after that, you may key in the number of students, but do not key in anything into the dates fields because they are inherited from the parent units. So they have all been set up already for each campus, and the inheritance filters down. So when you've added your list, you can click on it to add the items to it. So go back to the browse list, and you will see you can actually modify the metadata of the list by clicking on the pen icon over on the right hand side. But to add the items to your list, click on the title of the list. Then to edit your list, you will need to click on the pen icon again at the top on this button bar. So edit this reading list, and you will be brought up with the page where you're in draft mode, and you'll see there's an orange bar at the top. So then you can choose a template. So we have templates set up for priority or for recommended. Generally we find the reading list from GMIT Academic Module Manager say recommended reading, so we use that mostly. So you will see your section at the bottom of that page with recommended, and then you can add the materials on your list. So this is where you're adding the books. So in the case of this list, we have the ISBNs of the books, but you don't have to have the ISBNs, you can key the title. So you're searching here in the library search interface, EBSCO Discovery Service, and we'll see this is the book we want to add. So to add the book to the list, it's very simple. You click on the plus symbol beside the book. And you will see this first book is now in the reading list. So we can add subsequent material the same way, key an ISBN if you know the item is in the library. If you're not sure, you could key the title and browse and see if it does come up in that search box. The other thing you can do is add an item manually if it's not in the library. So here you key in the essential data such as the title and the author and any other information you may have. And when you save this, you will see this book is in your reading list, but you will not be linking into it through to the library catalogue. You could always submit a purchase suggestion for the library if it's something you think we should have in stock. The other thing you can do, apart from adding your readings, you can add your online resources. So we use a different section for that. So you can add in a new section, call it online resources. And then if they are just websites, you can add those manually, put in the details, the titles, and of course the web address. Click on Save, and you will see there is one online resource now added to your reading list. Add a second one. So now we have 2 items in online resources and 3 items in the recommended readings. So you can now save this draft, and the next thing you will need to do is add a user to the list, the user being the teacher or the staff member that's in charge of this course on Moodle, and this may be the only thing your students know, your name, so this will be searchable as well. So you'll see there's 0 users attached to this list. We're going to add a user now by searching for somebody's name. When we select the name, you just click on the little icon on the right hand side, and you'll see you have these options to choose for the list, and these can be a bit confusing, complicated. There's different functions allocated with each. So generally, if you can select leader, owner, author, moderator or editor, select them all. That way you will have all the editing functions over the list. You then see the option to publish your draft list. So when you do that, it will bring up the items, and you will see this list contains 5 items here. The final thing you need to do then to make your list visible is unsuppress. So click on the little play button and it will turn green, and it will be a pause button then, so you know that your item should be visible. It's not suppressed in the system. So you can check that by just going back to your browse list and scroll down to see if the module is there. And then when you click on the link, here are the items that we've added to this list. So you have full editing functions over the list as well when you're logged in. So again, you will see you have your little pen icon there at the top, and you will also have a little bend to delete an item. You can also adjust the users if you want. So edit your list is very simple. You can go in, add some items further into your recommended section, or delete an item that's no longer of use. And you can also add new sections if you wish. There is the option as well to have your lists visible for a set period of time, so maybe just a 12-week period or over a semester if you wish to do that, but generally we try and have them available for the full school year. So that very briefly was a run through the GMIT Library's reading list system. I hope you found it of use, and you can always contact us at library@gmit.ie if you need any further help.